Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talking Film. My name's Daniel, and we have Nick on the other side, and this is going to be a trailer end of the year special. While there was some news we could talk about, like How to Train Your Dragon 3 is being delayed to 2019, but you know what? Screw that. We are going to be talking about
Well,
all
that's
the
the news. There you go.
going to be talking about all the top trailers. We're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, Wolf of the Planet of the Apes, The Fate and the Furious, and
The
Transformers.
fate of the
The
series.
Fate,
Yeah.
Fate of
And
the Furious, and
oh
Transformers.
yeah.
So let's get into the start with the big one and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Deuce. What do you think, Nick? What are your reactions to it?
Vol 2. Yeah, this was great. I think this was the first trailer, right? That kind of kicked this whole off, this whole trailer spectacular off. And it's just every time I woke up in the morning, it would be like, new trailer, new trailer. I'd be like, yay! Um, so anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy was one that kicked it off, and it was probably, I think, out of those ones that you mentioned, maybe my first or second most anticipated, because the amount of stuff I've heard about Guardians Vol 2 this year from James Gunn is just getting me more and more hyped every time he says something. And I was ready for that trailer, and when it dropped, it lived up to it. Like, it lived up to the hype because it managed to be funny uh, at the same time as separating it enough from the first one and also not giving too much away. So I just thought that was the perfect trailer. Like, I was laughing out loud so many times. I think more so than any other trailer that I saw afterwards. And what about Baby Groot?
Yeah, Baby Groot is adorable.
It's gonna Baby Groot's gonna sell so much merchandise. It's hilarious.
Hasn't he already
So
been
cute.
selling lots of merchandise? Like,
Well,
I see
he's
the
gonna
pop
sell
vinyl thing.
even more. Imagine the life-size plushies. It's gonna be all over the place.
Oh dear God. I have a feeling like if he's in like different suits and all that, I have a feeling that's gonna be like every different pop vinyl they'll release next year for Baby Groot. They'll sell like hotcakes.
And it would walk, I imagine walking into like a comic book kind of store and just all the walls being Baby Groot merchandise and all the comics featuring Baby Groot and all
Oh
the
God.
everything Baby Groot this, Baby Groot the board game, Baby Groot the yeah.
Baby Groot the board game. uh,
Yeah. It was such a great trailer though. It was really great. It really got me excited and I mean I was already going to see this movie without any footage whatsoever because I love the first one. So this is a good step in the right direction for the marketing. Hopefully Marvel knows how to market. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, well, it still doesn't seem like it's getting as much traction compared to some of the other trailers we're going to talk about, especially Spider-Man. That thing's nearly at
Oh,
20
of
million
course,
viewers in a couple of days.
Spider-Man blew up, but we'll get to that when Spider-Man. We'll get to talk about Spider-Man, but yeah,
Yeah, I thought the trailer was good. It was less story based compared to some of the other ones we're going to be talking about. Like I at least know what they might be doing with these films. Compared to Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they're still keeping it tight-lipped, not saying anything really
mm.
about it. Whether that's a good or a bad thing remains to be seen.
I think. Well, I think it's because that people don't need to know what the Guardians of the Galaxy movie is about to go and see the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Like they just want to go and see these characters again. And this trailer gave the everything they wanted: more laughs, more of the same characters they love,
Mm,
more funky talking raccoon and cute little baby Groot. Like they get everything people wanted in that trailer.
yeah,
So
well,
they
well,
didn't need plot. They didn't want plot.
while I think, yeah, people who are fans of the first one are going to check out the second one no matter what. Um,
Mm.
it all depends if the casual moviegoers who saw the first Guardians of the Galaxy would come back for the sequel
Oh, they
because
so will.
it I don't know, like compared to some of the other
Oh,
trailers
they
we're going
will.
to talk about, it doesn't seem they're adding anything really new to the table with this one. It seems like this trailer was just basically here are the same people that we've known from the first one, and they're just going to go on another crazy adventure. This time it seems like some octopus alien creature like they have
Okay.
to try to stop.
Okay. I don't think that was like the thing they've got to stop. I think that was just anyway.
It's a side thing. It's not going to be like the main
Yeah.
story. Probably is the start.
The main thing is
It's
the
probably
octopus creature with lots of teeth.
it's probably the opening of the film.
I have high expectations. This is going to do more box office than the first one, I think, for sure. I think that in the public conscious, Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely still very much, very much a thing. It's not just with Marvel nerds or movie nerds or whatever. It's actually like the casual movie going audience. It's like, how the Avengers was when the Avengers. Okay, maybe not the Avengers 2 came out, but the following year when Iron Man 3 came out, that was still a big thing. And 3 years. Okay, maybe it's been a while, but I still think that people have not forgotten Guardians, and that blew up on word of mouth mostly. That box office.
True, but you did say Avengers, and the second one didn't really outlive the first one.
That's true, but also the second one wasn't as good, so can't.
Could be the same case here. We don't know.
Okay.
But I seem negative right now. I did like the trailer. I didn't love it. I did like it. It was funny at parts, especially with Baby Groot and Rocket. I think them two are going to be probably the duo we're going to be love watching throughout the whole film for sure. Yeah, I thought the trailer was good. Would like to see some of the new characters, especially from who we've been hearing about casting-wise, like Kurt Russell, because we'll talk about him.
They're obviously saving Kurt Russell for a big reveal. Like he's going to be a reveal. They might not even show him in the. They probably will, but that's only because they spoil things. I'd rather not show him in the trailers, to be honest. I'd rather that be a surprise for the movie.
Sure, but Fast and Furious are using him for their marketing campaign.
Of course, because they know who he is. But this is big, like, Star-Lord's father reveal.
Speaking of Marvel, let's talk about Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Well, yeah. So this is definitely the bigger of the two trailers in terms of like what it signifies. Because back when the deal was announced, what was that? Was that the beginning of 2015? So very beginning of last year. Yeah.
Feels like
when that deal was announced, it was like, what? Mind blown. Who would have thought this could ever happen? And now we're finally seeing, well, we saw it a bit with Civil War, but we're finally seeing the fruits of this deal. Finally, Spider-Man's becoming established in the MCU. This is his movie. And people were so interested to see what that would turn out like. And I was actually kind of surprised that this turned out bigger than Guardians, because for me, Guardians was I was more excited for Guardians. It's kind of like, oh gosh, it's hard to pick which one I'm most excited for, but it's got to be Guardians is my most anticipated, but Thor Ragnarok would be second, only because it's director. So so Spider-Man was like the third most anticipated for me, but the trailer was like, it was awesome. It was so much fun, and I think that they'll really nail the Spidey at high school kind of vibe that they obviously want to go for. It's going to be so much fun. Can't wait.
Yeah. Well, this was one of my favorite trailers the past 2 weeks. Just because I think they nailed it. That it looks fun. The banter between Tony and Peter haven't gone stale yet. Just as much as like Rocket and Baby Groot, them two are going to be a lot of fun to watch. The jokes were funny, especially the opening and also with Tony and Peter. But what I do like that we are going to basically like high school life. It's going to be a lot different from like galactic battles with Guardians of the Galaxy and End of the World with the Avengers. It feels like toned back. I gave me the same vibe that I did with Ant-Man. It feels small in nature, which I like. That's what
Spider-Man's supposed to be. Spider-Man's supposed to be the small scale, the everyman. Like, this is just your average high school kid who just happens to get superpowers. That's why he's the most popular superhero of all time. Well, the most popular superhero currently. Like, more popular than Batman and Superman at the moment. and it's like crazy considering how Sony's mishandled the movies lately. But still, they're the best-selling comics and they're the best-selling toys of Spider-Man. So this is definitely going to bring in the big bucks when Sony and Marvel release it next year. But it's interesting that the Marvel Studios logo is on top of the Spider-Man Homecoming logo. I don't know if you noticed, but the Marvel Studios logo is on top.
Yeah, well, Marvel does it for all their films since Disney.
Yeah, I know, but they're not getting money. They're not supposed to be getting money from this film. They're supposed to just be helping to produce it, and it happens to be in the same universe.
Maybe that was part. Maybe that was part of the contracts, just so that people could differentiate between the Amazing Spider-Man and the other Spider-Man films compared to the new one. Maybe.
I think so. I think it's partly, but I also think that possibly there is a small. I think Kevin Feige might be getting a little bit of bit of the money towards making this movie, because he's obviously had a very, very involved role producing it, and that's why they've got the Marvel Studios logo. But anyway, yeah, no, it's super exciting. I love some of the scenes in it, like almost the banter between Tony, as you said, like banter between Tony and Peter, just perfect. I can't wait to see more of it. And it's not Tony though, it's Peter. Like Tom Holland is perfect. He's just perfect, and we saw that in Civil War. I think he was one of the best parts, even if his role in the movie wasn't as necessary as maybe we would have liked it to be. But he was perfect in those few scenes, and I just can't wait to see a whole movie that Tom Holland has to carry as Spider-Man. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I think he'll carry it. I think he's going to be a very promising newcomer in Hollywood the next couple of years. I think, which is good.
Yeah, I can't wait. Some of the scenes in the trailer were just, again, like Guardians, making me laugh out loud, and then even the darker scenes, like that, it just looked like good classic Spider-Man, like more Sam Raimi than Mark Webb, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Next one we'll talk about is Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh, well, so we're just going to go from Spider-Man to Transformers. Oh, great! That's really nice of you. Well, why don't you go first on this one then? Because
crap.
I love the Transformers franchise.
Well, you think I love it too? Transformers: The Last Night. Okay. Well, it looks like it continues where we were with Transformers: Age of Extinction with Mark Wahlberg's character, who I can't remember. That's how memorable he was.
Mark Wahlberg.
He was an inventor. That's all I know. He was an inventor. He had his daughter. That's all I know. And the Romeo and Juliet law. Yeah, that was something.
Oh God.
But yeah, it looks like Optimus Prime is floating in space. Bumblebee's somewhere, and we have King Arthur and the Round Table, and
wait, the
Nazis.
Don't forget the Nazis.
Yeah, Nazis.
And there's a dragon. There's a dragon. Yep.
Okay. When I was watching the trailer, I'm like, okay, well, Mark Wahlberg's character's not in this one. We're going it seemed like maybe it was like a prequel to the Transformers film. Like, is this their origins? After the dinosaurs were, went extinct and became Transformers as well. But then they had, had the Nazis thing, and then we had Mark Wahlberg. Is this happening all in like present day? I have no idea what's happening with the story. It seemed a lot. I think
it's like I think there's several. I don't know. I think maybe they open up a time wormhole that just sucks all the time periods into one, and so suddenly all of history happens at once. It's like Transformers meets Doctor Who. It's like, whoa. No, I think that it's just gonna be flashbacks. But oh my God! And you know what? It wasn't like that was. It was even for Transformers. That was a messy trailer. I thought I thought that was a really messy trailer that really just didn't really sell what the movie was about. And like most Transformers trailers just looked like generic explosions and Transformers and people running from Transformers and explosions, right?
Yeah.
But
that's what this was.
This one had no pattern. Yeah, but this one had no pattern to the scenes. It was just like random scene of Nazis, random scene of Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime goes dark. What is this? Is this like, you either die here or live long enough to see yourself become the villain? It's like Optimus Prime goes rogue. It's like, wow, they really like to turn good guys bad, right?
Yeah, you watch. It's going to be a recurring trend in 2017. We're going to see all these good guys go bad. You wait.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's going evil.
Yeah,
Star-Lord's going evil. Everyone's going evil.
Venom's going to come out in the end of that movie as well. Oh my gosh, just that trailer was the messiest trailer I've seen all year. And I guess I should have expected that, but that was even bad for a Transformers movie. But I'm actually almost curious to see how bad this movie will be. Like, I'm already prepared to hate it, and that is a bad thing. I shouldn't be like that, but you only have so many chances, I feel, in life and in directing, and Michael Bay had 4, and he hasn't done it. So the 5th's not going to do it. Yeah.
Wow,
fun trailer for all the wrong reasons.
Well, this is his final movie with the Transformers.
That's what he says that.
He said it. You got to believe him. But did you notice like all the different aspect ratios throughout the trailer?
I didn't at the time, but then someone mentioned that online, and it was like, oh yeah, okay, now I can see it, and that's just crazy. So they're going to do all the flashbacks and stuff in one aspect ratio, maybe, and then
see, I thought
the present day.
Like when it went to like the action scene, it looked like maybe it's like IMAX cameras or something they're filming. But there are some other scenes where the aspect ratio is even different compared to those ones.
So there's more than 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, see, Michael Bay just gave up. He's actually making fun of himself now. That's what I'm thinking. Michael Bay is actually just having so much fun. These people are giving him money. People are seeing his movies, and he's just laughing, and he doesn't care anymore because he's making lots of money.
I did like how the trailer was like more slow. I was like, is this the whole trailer? Like, are we gonna get like no big like explosions after explosions after explosions that we've known for these Transformers shows? Of course they do it the second half of the trailer, but I was like very curious. Wait, where is this going?
Oh, well, we'll see. Maybe it will be the best film of 2017 when it opens next year.
But I don't know if I'm going to see this one or not. I think I told you after we saw Age of Extinction, as soon as it ended, I said, "That's it, I'm done." I walked out saying that this is it. I'm done with the Transformers franchise.
I said the same, but this trailer's actually made me think that I just want to see one more spectacular failure and then hate myself again. But I probably won't. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the other trailers turn out.
Yeah, we'll see. Moving on to War for the Planet of the Apes. In my opinion, one of the best trailers of this year.
Such a good trailer. And this is great. I didn't really expect anything less, but it was still so good. It was like, oh my gosh. Oh, this is just the most amazing trilogy. Well, it will be the most amazing trilogy ever. Well, not ever, but like this decade. And I'm just like, wow, I can't even articulate what I want to say about this trailer. It's so good. Caesar's just like one of the best protagonists in modern cinema, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was my favorite movie of 2014. So of course I'm excited for this. Like, just some of the tone that they went for in this trailer was just spot on. Like, seemed like the natural evolution of Dawn. It seemed like exactly what I imagined this sequel to the direction I wanted this sequel to go in, and so that I'm very, very excited. I can't really pick it apart scene by scene. It's just the whole thing works. The whole trailer works so well that I can't yeah, I'm just really excited. Let's just say I'm really excited there.
Yeah. I was more like trying to like after watching it a couple times, just pulling the dialogue out of you know piecing it together and stuff like that. And it seemed like with I don't know. I know this is said after the events of the second one, but I don't know if there's been a time gap between the second and third one, like there was between the first and second film. But they're obviously, humans have gone more distance towards the apes, and it seems like they want to make the apes go extinct by eliminating every single one of them by the dialogue, the trailer.
Yeah, it does seem that way, but I mean, it's kind of the natural development though. These apes are very clearly threatening the dominance of humans on this planet, and that's why it's going to become a planet of apes, of the apes. And I think that's not too outright crazy to assume that humans would want to exterminate a rival species. So I don't think that's outlandish, but I do think that what's very clever is how they in the trailer they had the first half be like this. I think the first half was Caesar's dialogue, right, about the humans and about war has come or something, and then the second half is Harrison's character, his dialogue about that the apes need to be dealt with, otherwise it'll be a planet of apes. And it's almost like you get the two perspectives of the characters in the trailer. It's just such a well done trailer with thematically. It just seemed to work.
Yeah, good point actually, because that's what the franchise has been known for. We're sympathizing with the humans, of course, but we also sympathize with the apes. So we're always in between. It's like Civil War, picking who you want, Iron Man, Captain America.
And I don't. Yeah, and it's like Civil War. I don't think I mentioned enough when I reviewed Dawn or when I talked about Dawn the year it came out. I don't think I talked enough about how it manages to make the apes both good and bad, and the humans both good and bad. Because there's good humans and bad humans and good apes and bad apes.
Yeah.
And that was a big theme of Dawn, and I hope that they continue that theme with War for the Planet of the Apes. That was a really, really interesting theme.
And now we shall talk about The Fate and the Furious. And I don't really like that title.
The Fate of the Furious. Very important.
Exactly. I don't like the title.
Yeah. Before we go into the trailer, can we talk about the title? How genius is that? The Fate of the Furious. I wish they'd announced this as a separate news story because it completely overshadowed the trailer. Like, I was like, really? You're doing F8? F8, Fate. Yeah? The Fate of the Furious. Genius marketing. They probably just came up with that. Some guy in the back of the table at the executive meeting was like, why don't we just call it the Fate of the Furious? Because F8, and then they're like, all the table turns and gapes, and it's like, you're a genius! Like, I can just imagine that whole meeting. It was amazing.
Oh well,
yeah.
We'll probably get a better title because Australia just calls them Fast and Furious with a number, so we'll probably get a Fast and Furious 8 again.
Yeah. I know. Why not? No, please release it in Australia as the Fate of the Furious, please, because that is the cheesiest, lamest title ever for a sequel pun on a number, and I think it suits the franchise so well. Like, the cheesiness of that title suits the franchise so well. I actually love it. I think it's a great title. It's stupid, but it's so great. So is this franchise. And yeah. So this is, I feel like that trailer was just so crazy. It was kind of fun, but so stupid at the same time that I didn't know whether I wanted to love or hate it. I think that describes a lot about this franchise at the moment. I'm not sure whether to love it or to hate it. Like, it's just cars. I like cars, so this is what I need in my Cars movies.
This one is that Dom's gone bad, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention this one. Dom's gone bad. So original. Didn't Letty do that?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, yes, they did do that, actually. Wow.
She did that
I
in Fast
completely
6,
forgot about that.
2 movies ago.
Wow. Wow. So this is not new for their family, but they're making it out that it is a new thing.
Yeah, exactly. She did that. I watched Fast 6 just a week and a bit ago. It was on TV. I was watching it, and then this trailer, I was just like, didn't Letty just do that?
Why is she so shocked?
Yeah. And I think, well, the difference is, of course, I think Letty was brainwashed in Fast 6 or whatever. She had memory loss and she was brainwashed. But I think this will be Dom will be being blackmailed into doing those things. Like something is being threatened by
Of
the big
course.
bad, which is obviously going to be Charlize
Yeah,
Theron,
of course.
and she's blackmailing
Well, you can
Dom into doing these things.
You can easily tell, if you look at some of the shots of the trailer, you can easily tell that you can look at his face. Like, he's, like, sad. He doesn't want to do it, especially, like, towards the end of the trailer with the kiss. Like, she's leaning in, but he isn't. So I have a feeling, like, he is getting blackmailed for doing all this. She's got something over him.
Oh, I hope they go the evil twin brother. Like,
oh, God.
I would love
This
it if they just at the end of the movie, it's like, well, that they find the real Dom Toretto like hidden in the bottom of a crate, tied up, and that was actually Dom's evil brother.
This franchise
would be the best.
I would
love that.
This franchise is going to go in a way of like all these like bad '80s television series.
How good was that? The submarine at the end of that trailer. Oh my gosh! Like,
why not?
Planes.
Why not? I believe anything after crashing through all those buildings in the last one. Yeah. Why not? I believe anything now. This franchise, they can go out of space and I'll believe it.
I mean, it was a pretty fun trailer, but again, I'm not sure whether to just curse the air and be like, why do you make it so stupid, or whether to be like, wow, this is going to be so much fun.
True.
But I'm going to see this one in the cinema, so I'm excited to see how the 8th film of this franchise adds something new to the table.
Of course, hopefully after the disappointing 7th one. So.
Yeah, I know, and I think that I'm a little bit worried this one's maybe not going to be as disappointing as 7, but I still don't think it's going to be as good as 5 and 6 because I think they've actually really gone a little bit too far with the plots now. We've brought Michael Bay. They're just on the fence between Michael Baying it and just giving up on any credibility. Like, I just feel like I'm worried that they're going to go too far with the outlandishness of this franchise because 5 and 6 managed that nice balance between stupidly crazy scenes and stunts and actual character drama. And I feel like
they feel more grounded.
Doesn't care about the characters, then it's just going to turn into another Transformers franchise.
Yeah. 5 and 6 seem more like heist films, like in mine. But yeah, I really hope.
Heist. Someone said it's just basically like superpowered spy movie. That's basically what it is now. It's gone from a drag racing franchise to a superpowered spy franchise, basically. Not superpowered, but like they act like Avengers. They've got super driving skills. The superpower is driving and strength, and for one or two of them, it's just cracking wise puns. Yeah.
I think it's enough trailer talk.
Yay! We made it.
We'll talk about the Golden Globes now, and we'll talk about the best movie categories. So I have my piece of paper here with all the nominations. So for best motion picture drama, we've got Hell or High Water, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, Moonlight, and Hacksaw Ridge. Best motion picture for musical or comedy, we've got 20th Century Women, Deadpool, Florence Foster Jenkins, La La Land, and Sing Street. And best motion picture animated, we've got Moana, My Life as a Zucchini, Sing, Zootopia, and Kubo and the Two Strings. So let's talk about the drama, musical, comedy. We can go animated afterwards. What do you think of some of these nominations, Nick?
Oh my God, Deadpool being nominated, that is news to me. That is
That
like,
is probably
why?
that's probably the biggest surprise of the bunch.
I mean, it was a very funny movie, but there's been plenty of recent years of very funny movies that didn't get nominated. 22 Jump Street didn't get nominated, right? 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
That was like, I like Deadpool, but the Jump Street movies are way better comedies. And there's so many movies that
Well, I can think
also are better comedies than Deadpool that don't get nominated for things. And I'm just like, why?
I can think of like better comedies that I sat through this year. Like the only one that I really loved, and I think it's the comedy movie of the year, even though it's not really like it's funny, but it's more of a drama too. And that is The Nice Guys. I'm shocked that didn't even get a nomination in this category. That is one of my favorite movies of this year.
Yeah. So I haven't seen any other comedies. I've only seen Deadpool, but I don't think the plot of that movie merits it being nominated. I mean, it won't win. La La Land is going to take that one in the bag easy.
Oh, I can't wait for that movie. I can't wait to watch that.
You've watched it?
No, I can't. I haven't watched it. It hasn't come out yet. But
no.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to see that. I have no idea when I'll see it, but I'm excited.
Yeah. Let's talk about the animated feature films that got nominated, because this will be good to talk about.
We
getting nominated. We
talked about Annie Awards last time, right?
We talked about Annie,
didn't we? Yeah. So just briefly here, I've now seen Moana since then, and I'm pretty obsessed with Moana ever since I saw it. But I still think that Kubo and the Two Strings should take this. I haven't seen it, but just from the buzz, I feel like Kubo and the Two Strings should be the favorite. But because it's a stop motion, I feel like maybe Zootopia will win. I don't know. It's going to be between those two. I think like Moana's great, but it just doesn't bring something as new to the table as either Zootopia or Kubo and the Two Strings, and especially Zootopia, which I don't think there's been an animated film like that since. Well, did Pixar even have something as profound in any of their films? Maybe Up. Maybe I don't think there's been a film like that since Up. Right. Zootopia's a really good film. Yeah. So I'd say I'd give if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, I would bet Zootopia to take that one for the Golden Globes, and actually I think it might win the Oscar too.
Yeah, I think Zootopia is probably going to get the win as of yet, because I've only seen 2 of these movies so far. Kubo and the Two Strings, I would love that movie to win, because I prefer that just slightly over Zootopia, but I do also think Zootopia is a great movie. But it's not going to happen. There just doesn't seem a big buzz for that one. So I'm glad I got nomination. Sing is a bit of a surprise to get nominated over Finding Dory, perhaps.
As I talked about, the trailers for that have caught my attention, but didn't look like something that would win any awards. But I'm surprised that it took Kung Fu Panda 3's place from the Ennies as well.
Oh man, I forgot Kung Fu Panda 3. That movie should have got nominated. I love that movie. But thanks for everyone for tuning in to Talking Film. We will be back next year. I don't know when, but stay tuned. We'll announce it on our page when we come back. We will come back to Talking Film. It ain't going nowhere, people.
It's been a good year. It's been a great year, great 2016, and we have a year this year before we head into the new year with a whole new year of movies. I'm really excited. I think 2016 has been a bit of a weird year for movies, and I think that 2017 is going to be a crazy great year again. I think it's going to be 2014 all over again. So I'm excited.
Yep, bring on 2017 movies. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone, all our followers and all our viewers. Stay safe